Hello and welcome. This is James Blanchard Cisneros at your service. Today I will be reading the January 8th Daily Inspirational Message, and I trust it will assist both of us on our journeys. It's a condensed version, 2 paragraphs, then I center myself, say a little prayer, and then make some comments on the message. Okay, here we go. Oneness, offering others what you desire for yourself. God is love and all. Love is who we are in truth. Only when we have bought into the ego's mindset as real can we believe that something other than love all is real. Believing in this illusionary mindset will make judgment, the ego's main fuel source, appear real. The ego uses judgment to try to separate us from each other. By separating, the ego conquers. It separates us by having us focus on the temporal, the body, instead of the eternal, the soul. It says that because our bodies appear to be separate, we can judge and punish other people without that having a negative effect on us. How much longer must we buy into the ego's lies as true before we fully realize that they do not offer us the peace and joy we want? Being all one, any judgment of another will rob us of our peace of mind and joy. Paragraph 2. Today, let us slow down time enough to truly pay attention to how the thoughts we think, words we use, and actions we take in regards to quote-unquote others affects us. Let us notice that what we think of, say, and do to others first flows through us. What we offer others either poisons or heals us, either imprisons us in the ego's world or sets us free. As we understand this cause and effect better, this will help us clarify the uniting concept of oneness. Today, if the ego once again demands that you judge another, and in essence poison yourself, decline its request. Then forgive instead, and by doing so, choose the path of peace. Today, all we need to do is treat others as we would like to be treated. Today, all we need to do is align our thoughts, words, and actions with love. And by doing so, become who we were created to be. Today, let us think about 2 mindsets. One is literally oneness, connected to the mind of God, connected to love, to our source, seeing us as eternal, seeing all of us as eternal, not as bodies. And the second mindset is the ego's mindset, which focuses on separation, focuses on the body. It says that body is over there, this body is over here. If I think or say something to that body, it's not going to affect me because it's just going to go that way. And I think we've had enough experience in our lives, or at least most of us have had enough experience in our life to know that when we think of or say something negative to another person, that affects us. And even science would say that. You think a negative thought, you get cortisol. You think a positive thought, you get serotonin, you get dopamine. And so even our thoughts affect us. Even our thoughts of quote-unquote others affect us. So if I have a thought of kindness, of generosity, of charity towards somebody else, that dopamine hits me and it helps heal me. Literally. Good hormones help heal you, bad hormones make you sick. And so let us know that. Let us remember we have free will, that we can choose between oneness and the ego's mindset of duality, and that we can heal ourselves or make ourselves sick. And it's our brother or sister who's offering us the opportunity to awaken or remain asleep. When we see them as their eternal essence, as the love they truly are, when we forgive them instead of judgment, instead of judge them, when we have compassion instead of condemnation, we unite with the God mindset, with the mind of God, with oneness. And that's who we truly are. And in reality, that's what we desire to do. No matter how much the ego wants you to believe that you want to be right, or you want to somehow be over somebody, or put somebody down, or judge them, or say something not very pleasant to quote unquote defend yourself. All that is the mindset of the ego. All that is the mindset of separation. All that is saying that if I think negative thoughts or say something negative, it's not going to affect me. You know? But I think we know that's not true. I think we've all had our share of, say, not very gentle, we've had sleepless nights, thinking about what we might have said differently. Or we have negative thoughts just polluting our days, just because we erred and united with the ego instead of with God. And so something that helps me out is to be more proactive. And before I go into any situation or into any conversation with somebody, I remind myself that today I'm supporting oneness. I'm trying to unite with the mind of God. And so all my thoughts, words, and actions are going to be loving in nature, are going to be love and love's expressions such as forgiveness, compassion, kindness, generosity, charity, peace, joy. That's what I'm going to unite with. I'm going to unite with the truth in me, and then I'm going to share that truth with somebody else. And by doing so, I see them, they become a mirror to me. And they're showing me that, yes, I am reflecting who I truly am. Thank you. And then after the interaction, say thank you. Thank you for helping me see whose guidance was I following. Was I following God's guidance in this interaction, or was I following the ego's programming? It's okay. I was kind. That means I was following God's guidance. That means I was executing my highest will, which is one with God. My highest will is God's will for me. And so thank you, individual X or Y, for helping me reinforce my true nature. And when we get stuck in our programs, judging person X or Y, being too critical, or being not very kind, don't punish yourself for that. For that's what the ego wants. The ego wants you to judge and then judge yourself for judging. Because as long as you follow the ego's mindset, the ego gets to live inside of you. And so the ego needs you to buy into its programs so that it can survive. It doesn't really care about you. It just wants to survive. But it's in truth, it's just a fairy tale. It's not true. Only love is true. God is love. God is all. Love is all. Therefore, the ego, being in opposition, in quotes, to God, to love, to all, cannot be true. It's nothing. What is an opposite to all must be nothing. And so what is an opposite to the truth must be a fairy tale. And so the ego's mindset is a fairy tale. When you judge another, when you hurt another through, even when you're thinking negatively of other people, that's only going to hurt you. And you're not here to hurt others or yourself. You're here to be the light of the world through the expression of love in your own unique way. And so don't punish yourself when you find yourself out of alignment with who you truly are. When you find the egos, just recognize, oh, okay, wait, I'm judging, or I'm being unkind, or I'm condemning, or I'm angry, or I'm resentful, or I'm feeling some sort of shame towards self or others. Okay, that's what I'm feeling right now. That's fine. But that's not true who I truly am. I now recognize it's the ego who's in control of my thinking. And if the ego is in control of my thinking, then it's in control of my mind and life. But no, I didn't come here to be a zombie. I came here to be the light of the world. Therefore, I recognize that. I stop those thoughts. I stop putting my time, focus, and energy on those thoughts and emotions. And I come back to who I truly am, to oneness, to uniting with the mind of God and offering only what's within the mind of God to my brothers and sisters. And because we're all one, they're in essence a part of you. And so if you're loving them, you're loving a part of yourself through them. And so thank you for helping me love every part of me. Thank you for helping forgive every part of me through you. And the more you quote unquote forgive others, the more you support and accept all of you. And all of you is perfect, no matter what the ego says. Any imperfection that you think you have is simply a program that you bought into as true. All you have to do is deprogram yourself. By recognizing the program, setting it aside, aligning with who you truly are, and then offering your truth to others. And you do that over and over again. And God sends you those individuals who will help you make that decision. And so when somebody comes to you and you're kind to them, thank you, God, for helping me see a reflection of the truth in me in them. And then when somebody comes to you and your ego says, no, judge them, condemn them. Oh, okay, thank you, God, for helping me see that this is not how I want to react to my brother or sister, because my brother or sister is me, is the truth in me, is a part of me. So thank you, God, for sending these individuals so that I can choose once again, so that I can choose love over fear, so I can choose compassion over condemnation, so I can choose peace over pain. And so today, let us just connect with that oneness and be who we were created by God to be. Thank you very much for your time. I love you very much. If you'd be so kind as to like or comment on the video, I would love to read your comments, and if you have a question, I would love to answer any questions that you might have. And again, I love you very much, and God willing, we'll see each other tomorrow. Peace.